see the countdown? Oh. Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 173? 2? 4?
Yeah,
174 the Bucketup Podcast? Oh, damn. You here with your boy, the Tailante, aka
he was
DJ
quizzing y'all.
Buttersauce.
He was like 3, 2, 4. Continue.
One? Was? Yeah. Tailante, DJ Buttersauce, aka your mom called me when she needs me. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. What's good?
How you doing? Yes, it's me, the kid JB. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but when I engage in debates and the results unfold in the way I forecasted it, I have to remind you, hey, somebody did that, and it happens to be me, Mr. Told You So. Yeah, man, Puff Armstrong in the building. We're out here lifting legally and medically and physically. You know what I'm saying? Beyond that, happy to reconvene, touch base, get back on track with the organic chemistry that is the Bucketup Podcast. Back in the flesh. How you doing, DJ Buttersauce?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm just chilling, living life, trying to live it to the, I guess not the fullest. I mean, only people out here living to the fullest is like Jeff Bezos and Rick Ross, I guess.
Oh, I was going to say, no, those guys that like videotape them jumping on like roofs without a net. Like, I guess they're living life to the fullest because.
I mean, like, are we talking about like parkour people? Or
those
like,
dudes are living their life to the fullest because.
That's what they like to do, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they slip, they have fulfilled their life to the fullest.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah. So I'm just out here trying to live, trying to do good. You know what I mean? Try to be good. And I'm chilling. How you, bro?
I'm cool, dude. You know what I'm saying? Humble flex, like I talk about often, and it's definitely piqued some interest from the buckets out there, so I'll touch on it more. Turo, my side hustle as a car rental expert, if you will, the plug, the Kia plug, you know what I'm saying, the Soul Patrol, whatever you want to call me, Ty, I'll accept it. But I'm getting 5 stars out the ass right now, bro. Pause all that, because I'm out here with the reviews talking about, I had a return customer, Ty, message me. Hey, Jesse, it's me again. The rental process with you was so great. I had to come back. See you in November. So I got customers that love me so much. They coming back by choice, bro.
Hey.
So on top of that, let's talk about intertwining. JB personal growth, JB mental growth, JB customer service extraordinaire. We out here. I got a customer. This customer, younger college girl. Won't, give the rest of her details, obviously. But yeah, younger college girl, rented and visiting family or something. When she came and picked up the car, it was raining the one time a year it does in Arizona. So it was a very in and out process. It was her first time, which I get a lot of, Turo rookies, if you will. We got a first time of it. So it was like, usually I chat it up, talk about the process. This had to be in and out. So she picked up the car, dipped. Then I get a message from her a couple days later, and I never like getting messages from my customers because then something happened, right? So she messaged me and she's like, hey, can you call me? I was like, yeah. And apparently some guy opened his car door and like bumped into my car and dented it a little bit. And she sent me the picture, and it's not even that big of a deal, but she felt obligated and she was worried that it was going to cost her a lot of money and stuff. So she thought honesty and communication was the best policy. And I was like, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that. And I was like, well, first of all, what's going on? And I assessed the situation. And she said the guy was being rude to her and wouldn't give his insurance information. So knowing that I have dealt with people like this before, and then also knowing, this situation's more important for the people that are in it, not just the people that are being relayed to it, a.k.a. me. Not knowing who she is, but like I said, when I did give her the car originally, she was a smaller person and a girl, an innocent, kind of friendly girl. So knowing that, was like, you know what, and she seemed worried over the phone, telling me how the guy is being hesitant and won't give them information. So I said, hey, I want you first, remove yourself from the situation because I don't want you to be in any situation you don't feel comfortable. I don't want you to be combative with this guy if he's, being already rude to you and stuff. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. And it was kind of like a voice of like a big brother, and I'm not a big brother. So I don't, it's the closest thing I could assume to be one. Right. And I was like, yeah, and then she's like, all right, well, what about the dent? What do we do? And I was like, honestly, like I've never been in this situation before, so I don't know what we do. I think what happens is like I'm supposed to report the damage and then they charge you accordingly. But I don't know how severe the damage is, based on these pictures or whatever. So first, just get yourself to a safe place and, remove yourself from the situation. And she's like, okay, thank you. And then she ended up, driving away or handling it or whatever. So, not to make this about me, I was very proud of myself and the way I handled it. And I didn't spaz out. And what are you doing? Why'd you park next to this person? Because, again, younger JB would have asked these questions. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then funny is she returned the car yesterday, and I have two phones, like Kevin Gates, and she's been texting me one of them, like the pictures and the information, all this stuff. And then I've been messaging her on the app, which is on my actual phone. And I was like, hey, are you close? Are you dropping off the car? Blah, blah. And she was messaging me on my phone. And then we coordinated. I got the car back. But what's funny is I saw messages that were like, hey, would you mind driving me to the airport? I'll pay you. And I'm glad I didn't respond to that because she would have been dead on it, son.
Yeah, like that'd have been a little bit much. Like, I mean, don't you know what Uber is, bro? Like,
yeah, that's how'd you get here? Who the fuck dropped you off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, so
like Lyft.
Yeah. So that was my customer service growth moment and my side hustle. And then I got my car back today and I got a new customer tomorrow, so just got to turn and burn that baby.
So with the dent, bro, what are you gonna do about that?
I checked it. It wasn't even that. It was nothing, bro. I think she just was more afraid that if I noticed something and then like called her out on it, but it wasn't.
And then try to charge her or something. I don't even know.
It was like a door ding or whatever they call it.
You kind of just like, yeah, it's not even worth like filing an insurance claim.
Yeah, because then they raise my monthly.
Yeah, like, fuck you guys.
So I'm gonna just charge her to the game, bro.
Yeah, you could just rock it out, or I mean, if you really want to get it out, just get it out yourself. It ends up being better.
Yeah,
gotta love it. Insurance scam,
bro. And then whatever. Yeah, so that's
everything's a scam, bro.
Yeah, it is health insurance, bro. Fucking talk about. I saw my therapist this week. It was $75 for 15 minutes. Scam.
15.
Yeah.
I thought it was 50. 15?
So there's psychiatrist and psychologist. I believe.
One of them just gives you like the pills. The other one, like talks to, right?
So I will say this is the guy that gives me my medicine, and the point of these sessions are just to evaluate if you still hold your symptoms or if you should change your medicine or whatever. It's not really talking to a therapist, but I just established such great relationships with people that this guy just rocks with me heavy, and he says he looks forward to my appointments, and he's like, I wish I could book the appointments for you. I was like, wouldn't that be defeat the purpose of me pursuing my own mental health? Someone like, yo, you coming to therapy today, son?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I thought I was good. I was vibing, but all
right. Okay. That's everything. That's probably just like specialist, whatever. Your specialist copay or whatever the fuck is $75. I think mine is like 60 or something great, 80 or something fucking stupid. So
it's a specialist, but it's like it should be norm. It's like a normal doctor.
What is actually covered under my premium? Like, there should be something I could get for free, but because it's not for free, I pay fucking, I pay you guys every month for like, not even every month, every paycheck. I pay y'all money for this fucking like insurance. Like, I should be able to get something out of that. Just off the money that I'm already sending y'all. It shouldn't be like, I pay y'all, so I pay less, and then if I get into something serious, I still gotta pay. I just don't pay as much. It's like, that don't make no fucking sense.
It's essentially we're paying them to be like bodyguards that never show up to shit.
It's like, it's paying you for like, so it's like, okay, yeah, you gotta pay, but you could be paying a lot more. It's like, and that don't make me feel better. Like, I also could be paying a lot less. Like, the fuck are you? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
and it's not
like,
even. It's like, and this money I pay, that means I can't get shot by a gun. No, you can get shot by a gun, but we'll help you after. You're like, fuck this.
yeah,
Bro.
like you don't prevent anything, and you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then like if something does go down, I still got to go on and start a GoFundMe. Like, it's all garbage. Like, it don't make no fucking sense. Good old American healthcare system.
Yeah, don't get me started about these Make-A-Wish Foundation shits too, because
what?
That's how talk about life insurance or health insurance. That's these
like,
kids get to go take go get to play quarterback for the Cowboys for a game and stuff. You know what they do? They exchange their life insurance policy.
Really?
Yeah, it's grimy, son.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's very bad. But anyway, hey, America.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that, like, if I do die, like, the fucking people got to pay thousands of dollars for my funeral. Like, nah, bro. Like, just burn me, and I don't know, bro. Like, spray me out with a bottle of Hennessy and a and toss me in a river or some shit.
I got
don't
you.
Really know.
I'll sprinkle it over like a DJ set. Or
don't get
shit.
no. Yeah, nah. I don't even know, man. Do whatever y'all could do. It, you know, what I'm saying, if I die, whatever, like, cremate me and do whatever the fuck y'all want. Like, whatever feels appropriate. Have a party. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't spend a bunch of money on some fucking funeral home dude where they're like, oh yeah, man, we gotta fucking stuff them and like embalm them. That costs money, and like put a fucking zoot suit on them so he can stand the ground forever. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Not that I know, like, it's a religious thing, so I don't want to like offend, you know, somebody's religion and stuff like that. But still, I'm just saying,
y'all
like,
better bury me in a Yankee jersey,
bro. Everybody just making money off of shit.
Y'all better bury me in a Yankees jersey, and I want, you know what I'm saying? And every year y'all come visit me, tell me the record. I don't care if I can hear you or not. Tell me what the Yankee record is.
There you go.
Anyway.
There you go.
Speaking of
getting real morbid and dark on the Bucketup podcast.
We'll get historic,
yeah,
man. You know.
I know we wanted to rock out with a shorter pod, bro. I guess I can go into quick review for my birthday.
Yeah, birthday bitch. Like, who's back with the birthday bitch? 2 shots, whatever they say. What up? Happy birthday, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the 30 Club. Everyone, oh no. I don't know what age I am, but I know I'm not 30. Hey, let me tell you something. Now that you've cracked the code, 30s is lit, son. It's like the 20s, but a little more money.
I mean, I'm not like, I don't even care about age at this point.
Yeah, it's just a number.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just happy I made it this far, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, you know, being 30, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you hit 40, you wish you were 30, and once you hit 50, you wish you were 40, and so on and so forth. Like, it's just about making the most out of every day. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Trying to move forward and do your best and shit.
So every year,
I had a good time.
Yeah, and every year, my brother, I like this on my birthday. So for you, I'll ask you this: this birthday compared to last year at this time, are you better off now than you were last year? And I could say yes. You got a new job. You got Mari. You got, you know what I'm saying? You have a baby. You're a father. You got a new job. You know what I'm saying? You've grown. You out here. You lost weight. You know what I'm saying? You fucking you checked all the boxes. G. You have a great year, bro.
Yeah, like yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I can't really argue with any of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got a nice little family, and that's probably what matters the most. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really stressing too much about, you know what I'm saying, getting older or whatever the hell it is. Like, but, you know, you know, it was my birthday. We went up to a cabin this weekend with a couple people. I tried to get you and Joel to go, but you know, things were kind of up in the air, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we never told the world, but we were, you know, the Buckethead Boys auditioned for a supermarket sweep, and those dates were up in the air because we didn't know if we were going to be casting that day or filming or whatever. So I told Ty that I was going to possibly go home instead for those dates, and I didn't end up going home. So Ty didn't, you know, I didn't go to the cabin or whatever. Backstory, but then boom. So tell him.
You hear me?
No, yeah, what's up?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. It went out. It went out and went back in. I can probably fix it in post.
Okay.
If not, it probably still sound fine once we do it. But yeah, no, we had the supermarket suite gig, which it just it is what it is. And then I thought you were going home, so what I mean. We just was like, yeah, we got to book shit now because what I'm saying. We were looking at stuff and fucking shit like we were looking at were just like disappearing. And so we were like, yeah, if we wait too long, shit gonna be gone, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck to do for my birthday. So we ended up just booking, you know what I mean, to stay. And it was cool. We were up in Munns Park. I had never been. I actually had never been to Flagstaff, like chilling around. So we went to Munns Park. We were there. The cabin was nice as fuck. Like they had like king bedrooms in in all like 4 rooms that they had. They had a nice ass like downstairs family room. They had an upstairs like nice like family room with like a big ass TV. The like master bedroom had a big ass TV and a couch in there and surround sound. We didn't even turn the bitch on because we just slept in there, but it was master cool as hell. And then what's that? We were only like I think 10, 15, 20 minutes away from Flagstaff, and like I had never really been to Flagstaff, and we went down there, and it was actually cool. I didn't think Flagstaff. I don't know why. I don't know what I thought Flagstaff was, but I didn't think that it was. I didn't think that it was like as modern. I guess like it looked like here. It kind of looked like not like Scottsdale, but it just looked like very like modern. And there's a lot. I realized there was a college over there, but I just didn't think about like how nice it might be. And it just looked really, really nice. I'm like, oh, I would come back here, you know what I'm saying, at any point and like, chill, like even if it was just coming up here. But yeah, it was a cool weekend. We just like, drank and played games and shit, and then that was pretty much it. Like we ain't turn up, I'm 30. I'm not like turning up and getting wasted, white girl wasted and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that, bro. To me, a big turn up is like the meal, the birthday dinner or whatever. Like that's the big turn up. Flagstaff is cool. I get like dizzy as fuck because the elevation's mad high. You say you went down there, you went up there, son, because it's north. But
yeah, it is up. Yeah,
and I lose a lot. I get mad dizzy when I go up there, but I do like the atmosphere. The weather's also nice, and then politically speaking, it's actually more of a liberal place. You'll notice, like the Black Lives Matters and the we love our neighbors shit. They do their part, at least in the cosmopolitan area.
Yeah, there was I didn't notice it till you just said that, but there was definitely a lot less. Like I feel like every day I go outside here, I see like a truck driving around with like a Trump flag, and I'm just like, is it really that serious, bro? Like, like I don't like. I mean, it's like you could like supporting Trump is whatever, but like, I mean, obviously I'm not really about that, but it's like, what I'm saying, driving around with the Trump, like I would think that's weird if you drove around with an Obama flag, like. Just flying the shit out of it, like you know what I'm saying.
Time out. I think
with a Biden flag. That'd be weird as hell.
You're weird if you drive around with a flag. You know what I'm saying? It could be blank.
Yeah,
I think that's weird, bro.
Yeah, I'm not on the American flag shit. I judge you, but it's like, I'm like, whatever, bro. You could be patriotic. Like if it's 4th of July.
No, but I meant physically driving with a flag. Like that shit looks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dangerous.
Like it looks wild. It was wild.
Talk about blind spots. Like, oh shit, yeah.
Like if you was in Canada and you wanted niggas to know that you was like from America, but like you know what I'm saying, we here, bro. Like you don't really need to let us know because we all here. Like the assumption is that you're American because we're in America. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really know when you need to go out of your way to be extra patriotic. You know what I'm saying? Like and you could be like maybe that person's in the military, but there's like military things you can put. Like you can put I'm a veteran on your shit. You can put like all types of veteran decals and stuff to like denote that you're a veteran without putting a flag. So I don't.
Bro, that'd be a funny joke to play on somebody. Like fucking, you walk. I mean, not a joke, but you walk by their flag. You could pretend how you're drunk as shit. You're like, "Yo, we landed in America, son." Like, yo, I didn't know we was here. Yo, what the fuck?
Right? Like, oh shit.
Thanks for letting me know, son.
I could have swore that this was Chile. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, it was cool as shit. I'm like, bro, I would come back here and just kick it. Like, it's really not that bad. Well, obviously, it's cool. It was cool up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Like I said, we just chilled, we get drank. Wasn't like some super eventful weekend. Like, it was just really just chilling with homies and drinking a little bit. And we all made food. Like, I made my mac and cheese. The homie Paige made some chili that was good. Aubrey made this like fire, like sausage and biscuit, like egg breakfast, like casserole thing that was mad good. Like, so it was just kind of like eating food, chilling. We watched a lot of like, cause I was just throwing on shit like on the TV, like just to pass the time. We were just like kicking it, and we watched like old episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So like,
shouts to that,
bro. We were watching the one where he was bagging the chick in the wheelchair, and like so, but he like Susie threw his phone in the ocean like after he like met up with her and went on a date, and he was like, they was like, oh, you don't got a number? He was like, nah, I saved her as like Wendy Wheelchair in my phone. And then, you know, so like I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, I don't like save numbers anymore. And he was like, well, let's just drive around in the neighborhood, see if we can like see her. And they're just him and Leon are driving around, and they see another lady in a wheelchair, and they're like, I mean, a lady in the wheelchair, she probably know the other lady in the wheelchair. I feel like if like if I asked, and he was at the Leon, if I asked you if you know another black person in the neighborhood, like, wouldn't you know? And he's like, yeah, I'd be like, I know the brother like over there, like, you know what I mean? So he just stops and he asks the lady about, like, hey, do you know this girl named Wendy? Like, she kind of is in a wheelchair like yourself. And she's like, oh yeah, me, her, and Stephen Hawkins like all hang out together. Like that's how we all well, if I see her in the meeting, I'll let you know. Like, but and then he ends up somehow bagging the new chick in the wheelchair and goes to a party. And the other chick in the wheelchair shows up, and they're just like chasing him around in the wheelchair. I'm like, yo, this shit was so out of pocket, bro.
Dude, and the situations he puts himself in, it's crazy because it's like some of them are out there, but he's like correct. Like one of them was, they were asking, there was people that had fake fruit in their house, and he's like, why would you put fake fruit? People eat fruit, you know, like, and then. So he ended up buying a fake fruit, but he put it in the kitchen, and Leon chipped his tooth. And it's like if you put fake
Leon,
fruit,
like, why the fuck would you put a fucking fruit out? Why would you put a fucking fake fruit out
in the kitchen? He's like, you put that somewhere else, bro, like the living room or something.
Yeah.
So shouts to Larry David. New season coming out in October, and my brother, man,
new Insecure too.
I feel like my brother's like Larry David, bro. Some of the situations he gets in, and just like he was at the Mets game last night, bro, and like he wore jeans, so it was like hot as fuck, and they're singing the Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and you just hear my brother going, 3 strikes, you're hot at the old ball game. Like, he was sweating. He was miserable. It was so funny, bro.
Jesus.
They sent the blue crew to keep to keep the field, and he was like, yo, they look like Smurfs. It's like, all right, bro. But yeah, shouts to that, bro. So sounds like you had a good birthday. You had a chill birthday, man. I'm happy. Like I said, I still got to take you out, do something with you for the Bucketup birthday.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, man, that's cool.
We'll figure it out.
Talk about it. I was thinking about you guys, man, because you guys said you went to a cabin, and this, bleeds perfectly to the review I got. I haven't really been watching any movies as much, but I did come across another like YouTube channel I like that's been doing true stories on different McDonald's horror stories, like, fast food horror stories, like Uber horror stories, right? And I like, and they're based on true stories, but the fun part is they're animated. So it's like watching, a good cartoon, but it draws you in because they're true stories. And what's funny is one of them was about this couple that went to a cabin for a vacation. And I was like, oh shit, this is them, yo. They gotta be careful, yo. The cabin, long story short, it's an Airbnb. They rent the cabin. This is like somewhere secluded up north or whatever, but it was during the winter, so it was snow. And the guy said, oh yeah, no one will be there. I don't really have neighbors for miles, but I do have a snowplow contractor that comes every now and then, so he might show up. And they're just like, all right, that's fine, because it was snowing. So, you know, that night, kind of your same deal. They were in an area, but then like the town and stuff was like 15, 20 minutes away. So they left that night, like 6 p.m. to dinner and didn't get home till like 10. And when they came back, they noticed there was like tire tracks on the snow. And they haven't been there for hours. So they're like, yo, why would there be tire tracks? And then they thought, oh, maybe the snowplow. But it's like, nah, the snowplow would have cleared the snow, right? So they're like freaked out. And then they see that there's footsteps and there's footsteps and the footsteps end like near the house, you know, around the house. So he's like, yo, this guy could be anywhere or whoever it is. So then they're like, nah, we're not. And they go back to the town. And this is the part where I laugh and I'm like, see, this is why these stories are different people. Because then they said, you know, it was 10 o'clock, which is not that late. And they said, you know, we texted the Airbnb host about the person, but he never got back to us. And it was 10 o'clock and we didn't want to be rude. I'm like, nah, I'm being rude. I'm calling. So they just assumed, oh, it must have been the snowplow and he must have not plowed the snow. And I'm like, that's not a good thought process. Like, so they go back to the house and they're just like, whatever. He's like, the guy's like, let's just, you know, I'm kind of creeped out, but we're good. And they chill in one of the bedrooms and they're watching like Netflix on the laptop and the girl fell asleep and the dude's chilling and he hears like a knocking at the window. And he's like, oh, it must have been like snow clumps falling on the window. So he doesn't really pay it any attention. And then he hears it again and he's like, man. So he looks at the window. But because it's snow, he doesn't like see anything. So he opens the window. When he opens the window, there's like a person there, like 10 feet away from him, just staring at them. And he's like, what? It closes the shit. He doesn't want to scare his girlfriend. So he tells her like, hey, we got to go. And she's like, what? Which, mind you, if I got woken up at 3 a.m. and was like, yo, you got to go, we got to go, I'd be scared, right? Or asking questions. And she's like, what? What do you mean? And then they bolt to the car. And then they said while they were in the car, some person, that same guy, just like walked around the car, then stood at the front of the cabin, just staring at them, and they drove away.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, did that happen to y'all?
No, our cabin was like, it was definitely more closer to like a house. Like our neighbors was like right there. Like there was like, it was like a neighborhood, but it was like all the houses. It just went into the woods, but like it was like a very regular. It wasn't very secluded at all. Like it was on a fucking street, and there was mad houses on the street.
Okay, bet.
They just were like all super nice cabin style houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet.
And like went in, like the backyards were all like overlooking like a backdrop into the woods. So it was like everything, like the balconies and shit were cool, but it wasn't like, it wasn't that secluded. Like if something popped off, we would be. And that's actually funny because one of the Airbnbs we booked, because we booked one and we canceled it because it looked nice. It was like secluded. They had this weird like Stonehenge looking scene area that was like off to the side of like motherfuckers was doing like seances and shit. And I was like, that's weird, but whatever. The rest of the place looks kind of nice, like spacious. There's room for everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, to like chill out and like, you know what I'm saying? There was like a stove and shit, and there was like space for people to like kick it and like play games and shit. I'm like, all right, this is cool. But then like after we booked it, like I'm like looking, like I looked at like all the amenities again because everything I looked at had the same except this one. I didn't realize it until after we booked it. But it was like they didn't have Wi-Fi and there wasn't any phone service. And I'm like, oh nah, I'm good. They're like, they said you had to go to like the front office, which is like 10 miles away or something. It was like 5 miles away to like use the Wi-Fi or like to get cell service. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really trying to stay. Like, I'm not like naked and afraid or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm not fucking Bear Grylls trying to be out in the wilderness. Like, if something pop off, like I want to at least be able to call somebody. Like,
facts.
You know what I mean? And that's not even like, obviously there's like the stupid like horror movie version of like somebody coming up and like trying to gut everybody or whatever. Like that's one thing, but also like motherfuckers in their 30s, like medical emergencies happen. We got a kid, like anything, like somebody slices their finger trying to chop a fucking onion or some shit. Like obviously, you know, it's not crazy dry, but I'd rather be able to call an ambulance or like call 911 or like You know what I'm saying? If instantly, or like, you know, we weren't with Aubrey and Trav's kids, so I'm like, if something come up, like, don't y'all want to know? Like, if we all kicking it at the cabin, you ain't got no cell service, something come up, y'all might not know until we go to the fucking thing. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, I'm not really about that. I'm not really, I'm trying to go to a cabin and have fun. I'm not trying to go to a cabin to be like, oh, we had a cabin. Like, I'm not naturey like that. Like, I like the views and shit, but I'm not like,
also as like
trying to like
food snobs, bro. It's like, I know the restaurants ain't popping if there's no civilization near here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, we didn't go. We went to one. We went to like up in Flagstaff. We could have went to, but I'm not trying to be like super duper out there at restaurants too much right now. Obviously with this Delta shit, but we didn't. We went to like a meadery, I guess, where they make like meat, which is like honey wine or whatever. And so that's the only place we went, and it was cool. So, but obviously we could have went to like some cool ass restaurant in Flagstaff, but we ended up making the food, but still. But yeah, that's funny. That does tie in.
Yeah, for sure. And then the next one, man, it's crazy because they do little segment stories. Oh, yeah, touching to your point real quick. Yeah, also cabins. Like, you know how people do snowboarding trips and shit? I'm like, yo, I'm down. Not for the snowboarding, but I'll kick it at the cabin and drink cocoa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I got the cocoa on deck.
Look out the window.
But y'all come back, I'm
with
like,
a blanket or some shit next to the fire.
Like, yo, JB just brought his home setup.
A little bit.
I just bring my home setup at the cabin. You know what I'm saying? That's my idea.
Playing Xbox and shit.
Yeah, getting high as fuck. Funny. They're like, bro, you brought your bong? I'm like,
right.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not really trying to actually. Not trying to actually be out here snowboarding and shit. Like, that's how they got Bernie Mac, bro. I'm good. Like,
he died snowboarding?
But yeah. Nah, I think he was like skiing or something. He got hypothermia and it was like a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I don't know. I just be bringing that shit up. R.I.P. to him.
I was watching Original Kings of Comedy, but yeah, now real quick. And then the second story was.
I'm scared of you, motherfucker.
America. They said we need Bernie Mac right now. Anyway, so the second one was another story that's like, yeah, had it been me, it wouldn't have been a story. This girl's driving, she's visiting friends, road trip by herself, which I don't even like driving to the store by myself, let alone, you know, cross state. She's driving, she's like, nah, I gotta pull over and get a hotel or something. I can't, like, I'll crash or something if I don't pull over. Instead of sleeping in her car, she pulls over to some Sunnyside hotel or whatever it's called. And she knocks on, you know, this window that this guy was there and she asked for a room. Then the guy was like, yeah, like, you know, creepy, looking at her and was like, did you travel alone? And because it's a girl, she didn't, you know, acknowledge the question. She just paid for the room and went in the hotel, right? She went in the room and like right when she walked in, there was like cockroaches and like bugs everywhere on the floor and like everything was gross. And she was like, oh, nah. So she closed the shit and did sleep in her car, right? Just slept in her car in the parking lot. And then she like hears a noise and that creepy guy is trying to get into the hotel room with the set of keys that he has, you know? And she freaks out and drives away and calls her friend. It turns out that hotel has been closed for 10 years, and that guy was just maintaining the property.
Wow.
So he sold her just like the fake, you know, set of keys so she could be in there, and he was trying to, you know, get to her. So I'm like, damn, bro. Moral of the story is I probably would have kept chugging along, kept driving. You know what I'm saying? And then...
Yeah, I'm not about to be stopping at anywhere sketchy.
Yeah.
When we came across country, like, I was telling Katie, like, I'm not trying to stop nowhere that ain't a major city. You know what I'm saying? And like, with like at a place that I know that I've heard of, like a fucking Best Western, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be like, or a Hilton, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be at some random ass hotel, Motel 6 in this random ass town I ain't never knew existed. Like, no. I don't know these niggas, bro. I don't know none of them. So, you know what I mean? Like, I am good. So yeah, you can't be doing that. I know we got to speed it up because of time. I know I watched the movie yesterday. Me and Katie watched Vacation Friends on Hulu. It's the new joint with John Cena and Lil Rel. And pretty much the premise is they go on vacation and they meet this couple. And, you know, I don't know. Everybody's been on vacation. Like, if you go on vacation as a couple, sometimes you end up, like, just doing stuff with another couple. Or, like, you go and you find, like, random friends on a vacay. And that's kind of, like, your friends for the vacay. So that was, like, the premise of it. And then, like, but obviously... the vacation friends are crazy, and there's like Lil Rel and Molly from Insecure also in it. Is like they get engaged on the trip, and they meet these people, and obviously they have a fun time with these people, but these people are crazy. Like they're drinking margaritas and like instead of salt on the rim, it's cocaine, and like, you know what I'm saying, John Cena's crazy, and like all this wild shit happens, and then like when they're on their wedding, they come and crash the wedding because they're like, I thought we was real friends. Like, why didn't y'all invite us to the wedding? And it's all like craziness kind of ensues. So like, I think it was a solid movie. It's free. I laughed a couple times for sure. I like Lil Rel. I like Molly. She was like completely different than like her character was on like Insecure. Like obviously it's not as, you know, as like fleshed out as it is on Insecure, where you got all that character development. But it was a cool movie. I feel like I laughed a decent amount. So if you need something to watch with the girl or something like that, or you got Hulu, I would say you could fire that up real quick. I give it a, like, I don't know, 3 out of 5 bucket hats. It was okay film.
Yeah, it's a bachelor pad this weekend. My girl's out of town, so I might just have to watch it. Me and the dog. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'll check it out though.
And then there you go. But I think we've arrived to our favorite part of the week. Burn. Songs of the week, bro. What you got?
You know, I hear some mutterings of Drake coming by September 3rd. You know what I'm saying? I have a homie that drove to Soldier Field to watch the Donda performance. And I am in my, you know, my conspiracy music bag. I'm thinking that Drake and Kanye are both waiting for each other to drop so they can drop the one right after or before, right? Because that was the whole problem with the Boopity Boop song.
Know, man.
But again, I don't feed into all of and I get it. You know, people are like, "Oh, I hate it. There shouldn't be these storylines and stuff." It's like there shouldn't. Like, why not? You don't have to buy into them. They can exist. Like, I understand the drama and all that stuff. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the music, right? But it's like, would the music be the music if it wasn't inspired by these things? Probably not.
I don't know. I guess not.
So, can one exist without? No, probably not, man. Can Future rap about drinking lean without drinking lean? Probably. But
I mean, I'm sure at this point, yeah, but not like.
How did he start rapping about drinking lean, though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, my song of the week is not from either one of them, but that's like my song input. But nah, man, just, you know what I'm saying, loyal with the, you know, my addictive personality. So I want to go back to Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? Since I had my little Kanye spout, he does have a song called Through the Wire. So we're going to go with Rod Wave, Through the Wire.
There you go. Yeah, Rod Wave, man. Again, shouts to Kingston. I'm sure that's his boy right there. Friend of the pod, Kingston. Yeah, so I know I usually like go bobs, bangs, and slaps, but I kind of been chilling on music for the last month or so. So I've been kind of like jumping in and jumping out. But I did listen to like the big song. I know the big thing was like Kanye did another fucking listening party and didn't drop his album, and it's like, who cares? Like at this point, I'm like, if y'all like at this point, if you get the album, you get the album. But like this whole thing of expecting it is just so stupid to me. Like he's never gonna drop it when you think he's gonna drop it. If he ends up dropping it, he drops it. It's whatever. And like I don't know if he's gonna drop it next week. Like I'm guessing like there's more like Drake said he was gonna drop his on the 3rd. He did like a whole promo on SportsCenter and shit. So I'm assuming that means that that's really gonna fucking drop because. You know what I'm saying? You don't just spend that SportsCenter money dollars to not like drop the album.
I was like, yo, Drake needs to make a song called Arizona in October because even he can acknowledge how beautiful that shit is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But I'm surprised he didn't wait till October 1 because, you know, October very own, that's his whole shit. And then also, like, the advertising on SportsCenter is funny to me because it's like, does that even matter anymore? Like, how many people are even watching SportsCenter? Like when's the last time you watched SportsCenter live, bro? Like for real.
Oh, live?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I mean, after it reruns every hour, so I don't know when.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's watching the 9 o'clock SportsCenter? Like, I think that's when it dropped on. It's like, who are these people? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know who actually catches First Take when it's like on. Like I've never like
the
I've always
actual
just catch
first
the
takes. Yeah, no, I catch.
yeah, like
the afterward.
I guess like the clips or some shit. Like, oh, this is what if somebody says something stupid and it goes because it comes on when motherfuckers are at work. And so like, who the hell ain't at work? Is motherfuckers on night shift? It's just the only people like fueling all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, all right, whatever. Drake drops, that's cool. Whatever drops. But the big thing was Kendrick and Baby Keem dropped a song. Well, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick, I think is what it was. But I think it's either both of them. I don't know I don't know who actual song it is. Called Family Ties.
It's Baby Keem song.
Yeah, Baby Keem. I fuck with Baby Keem. And so I'm excited, and I'm like, all right, Kendrick verse. People are like, this is his first verse in 4 years, which is not true. He had a verse on Busta Rhymes album literally last year. That was good. With a nice, like, was it Jackson 5 sample on there? So I think it's called Look Over Your Shoulder. So I would say go check that out. It's a fire verse that he had on there. Busta's verse is good too. So it's not like Kendrick hasn't done anything in 4 years. He's been on verses, but yeah. And, I even less than that he was on a Rich the Kid, song that was good. And he was on some other stuff. I know everybody's been kind of like hit or miss with Kendrick verses or whatever, but yeah, no. So they dropped a song, Family Ties. There's like 3 different beats on the damn song. Kendrick changes his flow like 5 times on there. Have you heard the song yet?
Yeah. Yeah. I know you like Baby Keem, but I also like.
It wasn't my favorite.
But
Baby
I
Keem,
can see
like,
where
verse,
people do like when like people do impersonations, like when Snoop Dogg was like, this new rap's doopa doo boop doo boo boop doo boop.
Yeah, he don't really rap like that, but
no, not like that. But he has a type that you could make fun of because it's the same. Yeah, like his raspy, complainy voice, like whatever that is. Like,
I get what you mean. But yeah, I was like, this isn't my like favorite like shit from him. Even though I think I like the song overall, it's not like I wasn't like, oh man, this is fire. Like I kind of seen on the internet. I was like, oh yeah, it's solid. Like, but there's some Baby Keem songs I really, really fuck with, and this just ain't. Yeah, this wasn't the one that. And that I like it, but I didn't. It wasn't like, oh man, this is hard. But and I was like, the Kendrick verse was cool, but I'm like, I've heard him rap better. The whole like pop off only on occasion, brother, was funny to me. He's just talking like country Hulk Hogan. Yeah, like all right, that's funny. Like, and then people are like, oh, he just came back and ended there. Like, oh, why y'all do this? Why do we get on the internet and do these things?
I also
just enjoy the music, bro.
I think, but to that Baby Keem point, I think that's a good because I go on record to say like I like songs. Like I can't say like oh you listen to this full artist. It's like I'm sure there's songs to every artist you don't mess with, right? So yeah, I think just Baby Keem that's just not a good song. But as said, I'm sure there's Baby Keem songs I do like. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I could point you to good Baby Keem songs.
I'm sure. Yeah, there was one.
And I like this one, but it was a little chaotic. It was for me to be like, oh, this is a banger. Like it like sometimes when it's like so many beat switches and flow switches, I'm like, I feel like I think that'd be my problem with like Eminem a lot of the times. Like on top of him, like 1 with the corny bars and like 2 being like kind of childish with some shit. My problem with him usually is like I feel like he leans more into like I'm rapping very like I feel like his rap is more like I'm doing this because I can do it and not because it sounds good or I think that this would be a good music. Like I don't think he's doing it because like oh I can rap like this and I'm gonna do it just because I can,
right? Regardless
of like how things fit and like if it actually makes a good song. Like I feel like he's more just trying to show off. And like, it's okay if your whole shit is showing off, but I feel like it gotta also be like, it gotta make sense sonically and it gotta like, you know what I'm saying? It gotta sound like it gotta be a good song to me, but.
You know what he's ruined me for though? Every morning now, when I'm making my morning coffee, I can't not think of texting somebody going,
that's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Should I pour it on? Should I pour it on Donald Trump? Probably not.
That's funny,
bro. Probably not. Like that is an awfully hot coffee pot.
That is an awfully hot coffee pot, bro.
Probably not.
But yeah, that's my song. Like I didn't really. I listen to some stuff, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I've been kind of like dipping on music for a little bit just to like refresh myself. I'll probably jump back into it, but I think there was like a song from Young Thug that was cool with Rich Gang, and I was like, oh, is it Young Thug and and Rich Homie Quan, they back, but now it's just Thug. I think it was like Emerald something. If you want to check that one out,
I gotta send you this link.
TikTok.
Somebody posted like all the weirdest Young Thug, like bars, and it's like
Versus or
just like one-liners, and some of them are really stupid. He's like, he was like, "I roll a blunt of her pussy juice." It's like, what?
Yeah,
It's like,
that makes sense.
Okay, bro.
He just be saying shit, and it's like because half the time people don't know what he be saying or catching it, he could just get away with it. You know what I mean?
But yeah, man.
But
shouts to that.
That's it.
You know, shouts to you putting up with the music takes in and out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to you putting up with me week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Some off, some on. But, you know, shouts to those people that have been rocking with us since day one. You know what I'm saying? We've surpassed our 4-year anniversary. You know what I'm saying? So happy anniversary, Ty.
Happy anniversary.
You know what I'm saying? Bucketversary. For the people that are new to us catching on, man, people showing me love, bro, texting me, telling me about the content, going deep in the old episodes, bringing up like topics. Shouts to my boy Danny. You know, he's been showing love. He thought it was hilarious to take the Enterprise, our talks about Enterprise, and he thought, he acknowledged that he listens to music on shuffle all the time. So shouts to him on that.
Playlist. You gotta not like, you know, don't fire up an album and listen to it on
Nah, he makes playlists from one song that he likes or whatever. So shouts to that. But then so for the people that have been catching on new though, where can they find us, Ty?
Yeah, man, I'm not sure what you're listening to us on right now, but you know, SoundCloud's kind of our main squeeze, but we're on all types of platforms. We're on Spotify where you could follow the podcast, get all the upcoming episodes, go back and listen to the old joints. Can also do Apple Podcasts if you got the iPhone. If you're on there, make sure you subscribe, review us, leave 5 stars, say something nice if you feel so inclined. That'd be awesome. And then we're also on Stitcher Radio. We're on Google Play. We're on all those bootleg, like, you know,
Pod
Addict.
Yeah,
like it'll pop up because it's all RSS feeds. And shit, so
podcast.
It'll be
listen.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're also on YouTube. You can catch. I mean, we don't got all our whole catalog ain't on there, but a lot of the recent shit is on there. So if you want to, for some reason, see our faces, go ahead.
Hey,
go
we out here
there.
with the collections, bro. New hat every day.
Out here with the collections,
you know
bro. Out here with the
Ty
collections.
was asking me. I told him I got this shit for $6, and he's like, "You buying this or selling it?" I was like, "Yo, come get me if I'm selling anything for $6, bro."
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't know, because you just said you just put the picture and said $6. I'm like, are you trying to sell me the hat for $6? Like, I know I like hats, so I get. I get why you would think
I feel
that
like
maybe.
our relationship's high context, bro. I didn't feel like I had to, but sure.
In my bag, yeah, that's what it was just like hat $6. I'm like, are you selling this hat or did you just buy it for $6? Like, I don't know. And like, I think I literally have that hat, so I was like, I think it just fits my head weird, so I haven't rocked it, you know, because sometimes that's how hats end up being. But yeah, nah. So, and then also, if you want to follow us on any social media, you can on Facebook, we're just the Bucketup Podcast. On Instagram, we're at the Buckethead Boys, and then on Twitter, we're at Bucketup Podcast. Or you can follow the homie Jesse at JB Speak, or you can follow me at Tylante, aka I already forgot what the hell my name is, but you know, it's whatever. But yeah,
then shouts to the sponsors, Sunday Scaries. You know what I'm saying? They are here growing. Get yourself Big Spoon. You know what I'm saying? You could be yourself a big spoon and fall asleep easily. Shouts to my mom. She got her chiropractor suggesting CBD. So, you know what I'm saying? Going to get her right with that. You know what I'm saying? Got some homies asking about CBD for dogs and stuff.
Does CBD help your back? I don't, if we're going to plug that. I know, shouts to the homie Trav. He's been having back pain all week. So I'm like, maybe we should lace him with some CBD real quick. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if her chiropractor is asking her to get some.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not chiropractors. Yeah. I'm only replying to requests here, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we're not doctors.
Yeah. I will say I don't think it will hurt you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's probably not. It's not gonna make his shit go like Tetris.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a second back or some shit. But yeah, use promo code Bucketup for you know what I'm saying, 20% off. And then Daniel Phillip, 25% off. Use promo code Bucketup. You know what I'm saying? Ice your wrist up. About to get, you know, it's about to be long sleeve weather wherever, everywhere but Arizona. So, you know what I'm saying? Get your cuffs right with a watch and some jewelry. But yeah, beyond that, man, you know, shouts to you, like I said, putting up with me. But yeah, for the Bucketup Podcast, for the Buckethead Boys, Volume 174 in the archives. we on to the future. But yeah, for the Kid JB, for DJ Buttersauce, we out.
Cheer. Okay, the rundown ain't even got to be, probably don't even got to type it out. Could just be like, on this episode of the Bucketup Podcast, recap, you know what I'm saying, Ty's birthday weekend, if you want to say that, and then, or no, you usually start, so you can start and just say, on this episode of Bucketup Podcast, I'll say, I'll recap my birthday weekend. Jesse reviews, what was it, like, horror stories?
Oh, my bad. Looking at this address.
Maybe I should type it out.
I review animated horror stories. Yeah, animated horror stories.
Let's not record it out.
It's crazy. I got my friend, his baby turning 1. I got her a Tickle Me Elmo, and I'm like, bro, people were killing each other over that shit in the 90s.
Yeah, they don't give a shit no more.
Yeah, I got that shit for $10. Yeah, I've been running around all day. I can't wait to just smoke and chill, but I gotta go do this fucking birthday party.
Yeah, same.
And we get to Sesame Street. Yeah, but yeah, bro. Everyone in my family's like mad salty about my grandpa shit. Even my brother was like, just like, what's that?
You looking around like they behind you.
No, I heard a noise. I thought it was the dog. My brother was like, he made a really good point. He's like, putting the names of like the relationship you had with grandpa on his tombstone is more so glorifying your relationship with him.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with
him
supposed to just be
as a person.
Supposed to be him and his memory. And
it's like, fam, he was a whole ass dude before he was a grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that should be, like that's what pisses me off, bro. It's like they're making it seem like
it sucks. Everybody's something different to everybody,
right?
You know
but it should be about the person, not like
what that person was.
Like when I die,
yes, he was a grandpa, but he was other things,
right? And it's like to make it seem like what we had was more important, and that's what really upsets me. It's like what you put is a subjective thing, like your relationship with grandpa, that's up and down, right? The fact that he was a great grandfather is a objective thing, right? Like, and that's
still subjective, but it's just not more. It's not just like through the lens of one person. Is more so, like, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean he's objectively a great grandfather if his one of his grandkids has a child.
No, no, he's objectively a grandfather because that's a fact. Saying something is great or bad, like that's just subjective
I'm saying,
in nature.
No, the term great grandfather is.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I was like, yeah, man, you can't say great and be like it's objective.
I'm saying he was objectively like
a
fourth generation grandfather. He's literally
gotcha.
So what I'm saying is to exclude that, but to put like, oh, he was my gramsicle. That's what they literally put. Yeah, gramsicle. Yeah. So it's like, bro,
that's wild.
That's just between you and him. But him having a granddaughter that had a child is that's in history. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that fucked me.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to be like super duper literal on the thing, like, oh, person born this day, like great granddad, Bob. Like, obviously, you want to put some, but I know we both got to go. So
that's my bad. Got me hot, Ty.
My bad. I didn't even. You started this.
Wait, where's the chat?
I feel you.
On this episode of the Bucketup Podcast,
I reviewed my birthday weekend.
I started watching animated horror stories on YouTube.
I also caught the new movie Vacation Friends on Hulu.
Drake and Kanye album speculation. New music from Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, and much more.
All right, we are donezo.